Hello everyone, Dusta Zizam. Welcome to my room. My name is Max, I learned Persian, and I'm going to tell you about the biggest problems that I faced in 2023. And the reason that I'm doing that with this Word document here in the background and myself here sitting in a little square is because I had prepared an amazing video. I worked 12 hours on it, but then I deleted it accidentally and I couldn't find it anymore because I had to delete also my bin, my waste bin. So I deleted absolutely everything, and now I'm just gonna make a very simple video. But to be honest, I do like the style, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so for the last 2 years, I've been learning Persian, and the biggest problems of 2023 are the ones that you see. Number one is definitely that I can't remember any words. Okay, so this is way more than when I was learning French or Spanish or any other language. Is that I see a word, my tutor, for example, on italki tells me the word, and then I immediately forget the word, and then the tutor uses the word right after, and then I cannot find the word anymore, not in my mind. I cannot even understand the word. So the tutor keeps speaking and I don't know what we're talking about. So I tried to find many, many solutions. Okay. So I tried writing words down many, many times. I tried saying it out loud many times. I tried to have the same topic as a theme for multiple classes with my tutor, but all of that doesn't really work. Okay. So then I found out actually the hard way that you shouldn't try to memorize words. You shouldn't try to memorize vocabulary. And there's no way for me to actually grab those words and then just have them forever. Okay. So the solution to this first problem, I can't remember words, it's actually no solution at all. The word, the word here is shortcut. Okay. There are no shortcuts. So I should write down here. There are no shortcuts, okay? So I'm not going to try anymore to first nail certain words down before I go to the next list, or to first understand one theme thoroughly before I move to the next theme, because those things I've tried. And as a Dutch teacher, I see my students try the same thing, that they want to, really understand one part of the book before they move to the next. It doesn't work like that. You just work with the book until you have some understanding of the first thing, and then you move to the next. But you don't try to absolutely understand it and to remember it. So the problem with this problem is that you shouldn't try to remember words. You should just try to understand what you hear, understand what you read, and to try to speak. That's what you should do. Okay? That's all about the first problem. Now, the second problem, I can't make notes, has also to do with Persian particularly, because I didn't have this problem with any other language. And Persian is particularly difficult with making notes because they don't write the vowels. Okay, so the three short vowels, a, e, o, are not written in the Persian script normally. So when I make a note, if I'm fast enough, is after I don't understand my own notes, right? So now in the comments section of these videos, actually someone suggested, thank you, that I should use the same thing kids use. I should try to use the accents that kids place on the vowels after which on the consonants after which the vowels sound, to tell myself how the words should be pronounced. So there are little accents, little stripes on top of the words that are a pronunciation guide. So I should use that, and that's what I'm going to do, I think. So thanks a lot for that tip. It's not a long-term solution, right? Because in the end, I should be able to read and write as adults, as Persian adults. But for now, I think it's a good start. And also, I've been told that children in primary school in Iran and Afghanistan actually start by using these accents when they learn how to read, and then later they also learn how to read without them. So I can just follow the same process. I mean, why not, right? So we can write here, use the accents. So the third problem that I would like to discuss with you today, and then I have three more problems, by the way, is that I can't find a nice book with beginner stories and a good audio. So I have this book. It's a nice book with some stories that are at beginner level, and it has a vocabulary list. So that's nice, but it has some problems. First of all, the stories are very simple and very boring. So after I've read them once, I don't want to read them again. And the vocabulary list is huge. Yeah, look at that. Huge. But it's not divided per story, but actually alphabetically. So it kind of works like a dictionary. So when I want to look up a certain word, I have to go through the whole dictionary to find it. And then, then we go with number one again. Then I can't remember it when I'm looking for it, or I can't remember how it's written, right? So I have not only to look it up, but I have to write it down, then try to look it up. Then when I go back to the story, I immediately forget the meaning. It doesn't make any sense. It's useless. It's useless, the vocabulary list. So I want to find a nice book with nice stories, as many other languages do have, and preferably also a word list. So if you have the solution for this problem, let me know, because I don't. Okay. Now let's move to the second list of problems, and let me tell you the solutions I found. So the biggest motivation and discipline issues this year was number one or number four was I don't enjoy any speaking, because in the beginning in the beginning of my Persian journey, so last year, Besalamati, hmm, I really enjoyed having simple conversations, right? So talking about the weather, talking about whatever, about my length and height and weight and all those things, it's nice. But now I don't enjoy that anymore. I want to have real conversations, but I can't. But that's a big problem. So what do I do now? Well, the solution that I've come up with is that I just almost don't speak at all. That's fine for me. I can do whatever I want because I'm just learning it as a hobby, right? So I decided first I'm going to get a lot better by reading and listening, and then later I'll get back to speaking because then I can have real conversations. That's the idea. So let me write down. Let me just write down. I don't. And that's actually fine for me, don't you think? Now, next one is I lost my listening habit. So what happened is that I had a gig in the south, more to the south in the Netherlands, and I could go by metro. That was in January, February, March. And I really enjoyed it because in the metro and then in the bus, I could listen to Persian audio tracks of the text that I had previously listened to. So that was really, really helpful. But then the course ended. I'm a Dutch teacher, right? And the course ended. And now I found some other gigs that are closer to my home, which is also very nice. But it does mean that I lost my habit of listening to Persian almost daily. So this had a big impact because I couldn't get up and then just first do the listening and then, you know, continue with my day or something because I needed to continue with the same habit, but I didn't know how. So what I tried to do is to go for a walk more or less at the same time that I would normally be in the metro or the bus, then come back home and then go to my new course. That's kind of how I try to use this habitual self, let's say, keeping the habit. I found a habit that was close to the old one, so I recommend you do the same. So if, for example, normally you always do language learning at a desk, but now you're moving, so there's no desk, just make sure you create something on which you can do the studying. Number six, I did not want to spend more time on the computer because Link, I know for me is the best way to improve my language learning. And I was already teaching online classes. So what I did is I decided to stop the online classes, and that actually helped. So in this case, I didn't change my habits, I didn't change my language learning habits, but I changed my life. I changed my life in order to study. So as you maybe know when you're following me, is that I'm writing a book for Dutch students. And this book takes a lot more time than I thought it would take. It takes me months and months and months, already 1.5 years actually, to write it and to finish it. And always when I have two things to do, and Farsi with the YouTube channel and the book, I don't know what to do. I kind of choose the book, but I feel sorry for not having done any Farsi or the other way around. So and I haven't really found a solution for this issue actually. What does really help is to work less. So I just teach less classes. I have less money, but I can focus on doing the things that I really love. Working less. That's the idea. So that's why in the end I would love to make some money with this channel. I Yeah, I hope you like this new super simple style video. I hope you learned something from it. Let me know in the comments, please, what your problems were with learning Persian or another language and what you're doing about it, because I can learn a lot from that. And Khodafis.